Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about Liberia, the beautiful West African country. Let's start with the flag. The red and the white in the flag represent the courage and the excellence of Liberian. The blue represents the mainland of Africa and the star represents freedom. Neighboring countries of Liberia are Cote d'Ivoire, Sierra Leone and Guinea, and to the south the Atlantic Ocean. The population of Liberia is between 5 to 6 million. Their national currency is Liberian dollar, and the main industries are forestry, mining energy, and communication. Political landscape. Liberia is currently in a transitioning from dictatorship into democracy. There are four major parties, and the current president is called George Weah. And the good news about Liberia is they made a successful and peaceful elections in the 2023. Geography about Liberia. Liberia has a coastline around 560 kilometer to the Atlantic Ocean, and there are 44% of Liberia are large rainforest and 15 rivers. Liberia known also about its banana, oil palm, rice, and rubber plants, and home of rare species of animals such as zebras, elephants, and chimpanzee. The GDP is growing now. It's expected to grow currently in 2023. It is 4.3, and they expect in the next year it would be around 4.8, driven by the expansion in mining services and agriculture. Liberia Green Growth Index is highly vulnerable to the effects of climate change, and the education in Liberia is like the low and middle countries faces several quality challenges such as the undersupply of teaching materials and high proportion of unqualified teachers, which leads to low learning outcomes.
All right, so I'm going to talk about how to start a business in Liberia, or how long it's going to take for you to start a business in Liberia. How long it takes to start a business in Liberia can vary from how the business is, or how you are going to do in the business. But in today's PowerPoint, I'm going to give you guys few tips or few steps on how to start a business in Liberia. So the first step you're supposed to take is the business registration. You have to register your business to the people, like the business registry, so that they register your business for you. Second of all, you have to reserve a unique company name. So everyone has a company name, every business has a name. So you have to reserve a company name. The company name shouldn't be a name that a business already have. So you have to have a unique company name. And then the third of all, you have to pay fees and obtain proof of payment. Whenever you pay your fees, you have to obtain the proof of payment. Else, when there's something wrong, you can't show a proof of how like everything is going.
So let's talk about employment in Liberia. Liberia is a West African country. The capital and largest city is Monrovia. Here the official language is English, but the Liberian English is similar to American English. There are a lot of job opportunities as a developing country, like agriculture. One of the most important thing is agriculture. Liberian land are familiar for agriculture and significant proportion of its population. And the other one is mining and natural resources. Liberia has substantial natural resources including iron ore, diamond and timbers and crude oils, etc. Jobs are maybe available in this sector. Infrastructure and construction. With ongoing development project, there could be employment opportunities in construction, engineering, and infrastructure development. And hospitality and tourism. As the country develops in tourism sector, there are maybe job opportunities on hotel, restaurants, and the other tourism related industries. And investment in Liberia. Before making investment decision, it's crucial to assess the local market, regulatory environment, and the potential risk. But every business has some little bit condition. One of the most important business is like manufacturing and processing supporting. Manufacturing like automotive industry, textile, and renewable energy. The renewable energy is like investment in renewable energy project such as solar and wind energy could address the country needs and contribute the substantial. West Africa has one of the lowest electrification rates with 202 million people living without access, the couple of with some of the highest electricity cost. The other one is technology and telecommunication. With the growth of technology in many developing countries, investing in telecommunication, IT infrastructure, and technology service may present opportunities.
Um, Secondly, we are turning to law and regulations in Liberia. In general, an entity must be registered. Any company must be registered with the Liberian Business Registry in order to commence business activities in Liberia. And these steps must follow. Pre-authorization. Businesses are responsible for obtaining approval from applicable sector ministries prior to beginning operation, depending on the sector. This means the new company or new business that's looking opportunity to establish in Liberia, you must establish your company with the line agencies or line ministries that your business relates. If it is a mining sector, you have to contact with the Ministry of Mining. If it is fisheries and other resources in the health sector, so and agriculture, it depends your line agencies or ministry. Second step is validity of registration. This means business registration are valid for a period of 12 months, and the business person should maintain within 12 months. If you fail to register within 12 months your business and carrying out business activity in Liberia, you could face a fine or some uh, legal challenges. Number three, the third point is customs regulation. The Liberian Revenue Authority manages, that's responsible for all the revenues of the government and manages the customs, including assessing, collecting, enforcing, and auditing taxes on domestic and international trade. It manages customs process and procedures through all bodies of entry, including land borders. It means the Liberian Revenue Authority that is responsible for taxes and customs and all entry points of the country and tax collections. So you have to contact with them. Number four is the import requirements and documentation. The National Port Authority (NBA) implements cargo tracking notes or advanced cargo declaration system for shipments to any destination ports including transit through Liberia. This system is mandatory. Shipments without a valid CTN number will not be loaded or discharged. This means the uh, National Port Authority is responsible for discharge or loaded commodities of products in the territory of Liberia without their valid authorization or number. You can't access the, the territory of Liberia. Number 5, standard for trade. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry has an accredited national standard laboratory that provides facilitate free basic services such as testing, measuring, and uh, safety quality standards of all the products and commodities that coming in the country. So all these areas are the importance of a few of laws and regulations and tax of a few in Liberia. Let me begin on tax overview in Liberia. Taxes in Liberia, a challenging aspect of working in Liberia is a compliance under tax system. Regardless of being a contractor or a permanent employee, you have to pay a tax on all of your earnings while you are working in Liberia. In addition to paying tax in Liberia, you may still be eligible to pay tax in your home country. Corporate tax rate. Residence companies and permanent establishments of foreign companies are subject to corporate income tax at the rate of 25%. A minimum tax rate of 2% on gross income applies. Capital gains tax. Third one is stamp and transfer duty. Stamp duties are levied on a wide range of instruments and documents at the rate that vary from 1% to 12.5%. Fourth one, double tax treaties and reduced rates. Liberia has double taxation treaties with Germany and Sweden. The relevant double tax treaties do not a reduction in the WHT rate.
I'm going to be talking about cost, consideration, and location on how to start a business in Liberia. Now, we have three major points on the cost consideration, which is registration fee, the labor cost, and taxation. And the registration fee, this is just simply the fees associated with business and registration and name reservation. If you want to create a business in Liberia, you have to pay a particular amount of money to the government to register your company. The labor cost is simply the employee salaries, benefits, and labor related expenses. Now, taxation is just the corporate income tax and other taxes applicable to your businesses. Now, like I said, the minimum paid up capital required in Liberia is 500,000 US dollars. The NSS must appoint a registered agent and must have a legal registration address in Liberia. So, in terms of labor cost, the minimum wage is $5 per day. Now, however, this does not really occur for every business. It depends on the type of business that you want to open or you want to invest in. Now, the average cost they can actually vary, and it's recommended to consult a business advisor or legal expert to get more accurate estimates on your specific business plan. Now, location, the best and, most opportunistic place in Liberia to open a business is in Monrovia. This Monrovia is an island and very, very opportunity space for anyone that wants to have an international business in Liberia. Now, the Bushroot Island contains the artificial harbour and freeport of Monrovia, the only such port in West Africa, as the national centre of commerce and transportation. It attracts petroleum, paints, tuna, pharmaceutical and cement enterprises. Monrovia is also at the of center of the country coast, giving the good strategic position for e-commerce and transportation. Thank you.